Hello everyone, this is Shrishti Khare and I am going to explain you about cell with the help of this chart that I have prepared. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. It is the structural and functional unit of life. Why structural? As you see, a whole building is made up of bricks. In the same way, a whole living body, whether it is human body, animal body or plant body, it is made up of cell. Therefore, it is the structural unit of life. Why functional? Because cell is responsible for all the life processes that are taking place inside a living organism. That is why cell is known as the functional unit. Now we come to the discovery. Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He took his primitive microscope and observed a thin slice of cork under his microscope. And what he saw honeycomb-like structures or compartments under the microscope. So he named these compartments as cell. Cell in Latin means a small room. Now the cell theory. The cell theory was proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. According to them, all plants and animals are made up of cell. Cell is the basic unit of life. The cell theory was further expanded by Virchow. According to him, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. That means a cell does not appear magically. It is reproduced from the pre-existing cells. One cell divides into two or more and so on the reproduction goes on. Now we come to the components of cell. As you can see the structure over here, the main three components are plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. First we will talk about the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is the outer covering of the cell which protects it from the external environment. It is a double membranous structure made up of lipids and proteins. It allows the movement of some materials in and out of the cell. Therefore, it is also known as the semi-permeable membrane. Now we will talk about the nucleus. Nucleus is also known as the brain of the cell. As you can see here, nucleus is made up of nuclear membrane, which is also a double membrane structure. And inside the nuclear membrane, there is nucleoplasm, which is a gel-like matrix. Okay. Inside the nucleoplasm, there is chromatin net, which is made up of DNA. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. This DNA contains the genetic information of the living organism. Now, we come to the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a fluid-like material in which all the cell organelles float. Now we'll be talking about the cell organelles. So cell organelles are the membrane-bound structures which perform specific functions. So first one here is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. It is present here in the diagram. It generates ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy currency of the cell. Therefore, mitochondria is responsible for the production of energy. Next, we'll talk about the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of membrane-bound sheets or tubules. Okay, as you can see over here, these are the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is of two types: the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum appears smooth under the microscope due to the absence of ribosomes, and it is responsible for production of lipids or fat molecules. The rough endoplasmic reticulum appears rough under the microscope due to the presence of ribosomes. Ribosomes are tiny particles which are responsible for the production of protein. Now we'll talk about the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies were discovered by Camillo Golgi, and these are basically responsible for packaging and dispatching of materials all across the cell. Now the next one is lysosomes. These are the lysosomes, and lysosomes are called the suicide bags of the cell because they contain digestive enzymes. When a cell gets damaged or a foreign material enters into the cell, the lysosome bursts and release digestive enzymes which digest the whole cell. Therefore, it is known as the suicide bag of the cell. The next one is plastids. Plastids are present in the plant cell. These plastids are of two types, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chromoplasts are colored plastids and leucoplasts are colorless plastids. So the chloroplast is a kind of chromoplast. Okay. Chloroplast contain chlorophyll, which is responsible for photosynthesis in plants. Next we come to the vacuoles. Vacuoles are sac-like structures filled with the food material. Thank you so much. I hope that you like this video.